Hello viewers, welcome back to the Kenyan Plain Media. In today's episode, I will be focusing on the issues facing the Airbus A220 and why the type is getting grounded by airlines. If you are a first-time viewer, consider subscribing to the channel to help me reach 1,000 subs. Without further ado, let's get started. The Airbus A220 is the newest addition to the Airbus series of aircraft. It is a rebranded Bombardier C series and was adopted into the Airbus family after Airbus bought a 50.01% of Bombardier and became the company's major shareholder. With that adoption, Airbus renamed the plane the Airbus A220, thereby integrating it into their naming nomenclature. Since then, Airbus has received a stern 785 orders on the aircraft and delivered 262 and has brought stiff competition to aircrafts like Boeing 737 MAX and the A320 series. Despite the success the type has seen, it has faced some challenges, the most prominent one being grounding of aircraft. In 2022, Air Tanzania was forced to ground its Airbus A220s. The same trend was seen with their African counterpart Senegal Airlines, which also grounded its only A220. Most recently, we have heard of Lufthansa grounding at least 3 of the Airbus A220s in its fleet. Other affected airlines are Air Baltic and Swiss. There is no doubt more news about those groundings will pop up in the future. So the question is, why is the type getting grounded? The answer to that question lies with the type's engine manufacturer, Pratt & Whitney. The type uses exclusively Pratt & Whitney engines. Specifically, it uses the PW1500G, an engine that boasts a revolutionary technology that no other engine manufacturer uses at the moment. Let us explore this technology for a moment. The PW1500 is a geared turbofan engine. Basically, the engine adds a planetary gear system to the engine to deliver the torque needed to spin the fans. This technology makes the engine more efficient because it reduces the spinning speed of the low pressure fan blades by up to 300%. This comes with some advantages. For instance, the reduced spinning speed of the fans translates into low noise and exhaust gas emissions. It also translates to lower fuel burn. While the design comes with those advantages, it has its fair share of disadvantages. You see, adding a gearbox to a conventional engine adds moving parts to it. This complicates the design and adds mechanical parts that are destined to fail at some point. For instance, a PW1500G failed on 10th July 2016 during an engine certification test. The failure was linked to uncontrolled low turbofan rotor failure, which resulted from heat soaking. The heat soaking was a result of inefficient cooling. This demonstrates how complex systems are prone to failure. Such failures have been reported by some airlines flying the A220. Air Tanzania, one of the carriers that fly the type, experienced a dual engine shutdown of the PW1500G engine while landing. The shutdown was linked with failures of the hydraulic system and loss of power. Due to those failures, the type experienced poor braking performance, which FAA says could have led to runway excursion. Fixing such failures is not always easy. Therefore, when airlines take their aircrafts for maintenance, they prefer to change the engines entirely, as this shortens the time the plane takes in the hangar. Pratt & Whitney have struggled to provide airlines flying the A220 with engine replacements. This is why airlines flying the type are being forced to ground the aircraft. Speaking of Pratt & Whitney's inability to provide replacement engines brings us to the second problem the engine manufacturer is facing: logistics. Pratt & Whitney has reported facing issues with its supply chain. It is unable to receive structural castings and crucial engine parts from its suppliers. As a result, the company cannot supply airlines with replacement engines and essential components like electronic engine control units. This is why airlines flying the A220 are being forced to ground some of their aircraft as they await replacement of crucial parts which Pratt & Whitney cannot supply them with. So how can this problem be mitigated? For now, Airlines flying the type will have to find alternative ways to keep flying. They can lease other aircraft types like the Airbus A220 and the Boeing 737 till they find a permanent solution to the PW1500G woes. Alternatively, Airbus can consider looking for an alternative engine manufacturer to make engines for the type. This would give airlines options, as is the case with the Boeing 787. Boeing 787 uses two engine types, that is the GE9X and the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000. When the type experienced problems with the Trent 1000 engines, those with GE9X engines kept flying. A similar strategy can help Airbus resolve the A220 engine problems. We have come to the end of this video. If you found it informative, share it with your friends who also like such topics so they can be enlightened too. Also, share with me your comments on this topic in the comment section below. Stay well, and I'll see you in my next video.